Hey everybody, it's Kim and Brian Dudash.
Howdy.
And we are here for What's for Dinner at Dudash Farms. It's Sunday night. We hope that you are joining us to find out what we're cooking for dinner. And of course, as always, it's going to be something that is simple and easy. So tonight we are making pork fried rice. And we're going to be using our pork stir-fry strips. And that usually comes in about a pound package. We have some folks that ask us, well, how much? And usually that's just it, right? Maybe sometimes a little more, a little less. But tonight we are making pork fried rice with our pork stir-fry strips. So let's go on over to the stove and see what Mr. Dudash has already started at this point, and we're going to get started with this wonderful meal. So, hey, Brian. Let's
Hello,
see.
Kimmy.
Got a new phone, trying to figure this out. Yeah. All right, so pork fried rice. Tell us what we're going to do to start.
All right, so we're just using a regular non-stick skillet. We don't have a wok, but this works fine. So
Yes, it
this is our pork. I trimmed it up a little bit. There really wasn't a whole lot of fat.
Yeah.
And I only have 1 clove of garlic, so I put a little bit of garlic powder on there. So that's what's on top.
So and that's
there.
really all that's on it is garlic powder.
That's the only
at this point?
seasoning.
Okay.
Yep.
Hi Debbie French and Jim French, they're watching, and Jeanette Jenkins is watching. Hey y'all, welcome to What's for Dinner at Dudash Farms. So while Brian is letting that pork fry up, this is our pork stir fry, we're going to tell you some of the other ingredients that we will be adding, and I'll let him do that. So yeah, we wanted to talk a little bit about what we went through this week, what we were doing. We want to thank Ryan Brown and the UT Agriculture Extension for inviting us to participate in the Northeast Beef Expo this past week. So Brian and I had the opportunity to go and participate in a roundtable discussion about selling retail beef and some of the marketing efforts that we do, one of those being What's for Dinner at Dudash Farms. So we really had a good time, and we enjoyed meeting a lot of new faces and a lot of great farmers. And if you were watching tonight and you were at the expo this past weekend, why don't you just say hello in the comments? Let us know that you're watching. We really had a great time. And again, we just want to give a shout out to Ryan Brown and thank him for allowing us to participate in that. It was a lot of fun. And let's see, what else do I want to talk to you about? Oh, we want to say another special thank you to our precious neighbor, Ryan Kramer, who helped us on What's for Dinner at Dudash Farms last week. We made Sonoran hot dogs, which were a huge success, but I do have to admit, Ryan opted for a burger. He wasn't as adventurous as Brian and I were, but we had such a blast with Ryan last week. And he stayed over a little bit and watched some football with Brian, and they played pool for a little bit and had some ice cream. So we really enjoyed having Ryan. Let's see, Vicki Anders says, hi, still wish I had smell-o-vision. Love the recipes I've tried and love that you allow us to watch you cook. Vicki, thanks for being so faithful and watching every week. We really appreciate it. Mike Adele, is that what it says? Hello. Oh, I hope that you were at the expo, Mike. I hope that you were saying hello. Let's see, Jim Broad is watching. You all, we really do appreciate you spending time with us. And I have to tell you this. So Brian and I, or Dudash Farms, has a YouTube channel. Believe it or not, we do have a YouTube channel. And all of these What's for Dinner at Dudash Farms little live videos that we do on Facebook, we actually download those to our YouTube channel. So we would like to invite you to like our channel and subscribe to it. We will download all of these Facebook Lives to that. And Brian, for the first time, I think it's the first time he's ever looked at the YouTube channel, he says, oh my gosh, we've got a lot of recipes on there. So if you want to go back, I mean, we do this just about every week. And so every week there's a different recipe. So if you are just joining us with What's for Dinner at Dudash Farms and you'd like to see some of the other videos, go visit our YouTube channel, like it and subscribe to it, and it'll send you a little notification whenever we download a new one. And also you can subscribe to our newsletter. It comes out once a month. We try to send it out around the first of the month, and it will have all of the recipes from all of the What's for Dinner at Dudash Farms episodes, I guess you could call them, or our lives that we do on a weekly basis. So Mary Jane Russell McGee is watching. Let's see. All right, I think, and Debbie Sharp, how are you? It's good to see you watching. How are we doing, Brian? We ready to, I think we're ready to add some vegetables, y'all. So let's turn this around. Like I said, I got a new phone. It's a little slow. So he's got the pork.
Yep, it's pretty much cooked almost all the way. So we'll cook some more when we add the vegetables.
Sure. So tell us what you're adding now.
So we have some garlic that's been cut up, some red onion, just a little bit of celery. Somebody's not a celery fan around
I'm not
here.
a celery fan.
Carrots and some broccoli, and we'll add a can of mushrooms.
All right. So just basically putting that in with the cooked pork.
And this is like almost like it's a meal where you can just go to the refrigerator and kind of clean up.
That's true.
You
Yeah,
know,
whatever vegetables
you can add whatever you want or exclude what you don't like.
That's right. If it's
And
time to clean out your
refrigerator. And if you're not a pork fan, you can use beef.
Yeah, that's right. So
Or chicken.
Or chicken.
Or
that's
even
right.
tofu.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
So this will take a little bit. So.
Hey, Brad Dudash and Ann Dudash, your mom and your brother are watching.
Hi, Mommy.
So we're going to let that cook up a little bit. And let's talk about the farmer's market a little bit. This is our last week for the Dandridge Farmer's Market. So Saturday will be our last market for this season. So come on out and see us. Everybody will be there. And I'm telling you what, Hill House and Sandy Ridge Vineyard, and Timberlake Nutrition Garden, they have all had some beautiful vegetables, even this late in the season. So if you guys are looking for some great vegetables, come on out. They're still there at the market. So it should be a lot of fun. And you know what? I've determined that on Saturday morning, the Dandridge Farmers Market is really the community place to be. So just come and hang out with us. Bring yourself a cup of coffee. Laura Wall with Found a Pearl Farm, she will be there, and she's got those cinnamon twists and all those wonderful goodies that she bakes up. So come hang out with us, eat your breakfast, help us celebrate the last market. So that will be this Saturday from 8 until noon. And then we will not be at the Ebenezer Market on Tuesday. So we do still have a few weeks of the Ebenezer Road Market in West Knoxville, but we will not be there this next Tuesday because we are having a vendor dinner with our Dandridge Farmers Market family to celebrate a great season. And we're going to do that at Shepherd Inn. So we will not be at the Ebenezer Market, but we will be back the following Tuesday. So be watching for us there. And also remember, if you can't make it to the market this Saturday and you still want some product, you can always reach out to Brian and I. Our phone numbers are on our website. You can reach us through Facebook. Just message us, let us know that you'd like to schedule a time to come out to the farm and pick up some product. We both work from home, so we're really flexible. And don't forget that if it's an order of $75 or more, then we will deliver it to your home at no additional charge, as long as you live in Jefferson County or the surrounding counties. I would love to do a delivery to Brad Dudash or Ann Dudash, but they're in Florida. It won't work out. Right, Brian? All right, so Brian has given me the signal. Our vegetables have cooked, or they're cooking, to the point where we can add the next ingredient. So what we got next?
It looks pretty good there, huh?
It really does. Check that out, gang. So we're making pork fried rice.
So this is just white rice that we cooked ahead of time, and that's probably the biggest secret of good fried rice is you want it cooked and cooled off. If not, it's just going to stick together.
Yeah. And so, y'all, we used our rice cooker, and we don't have a whole lot of kitchen gadgets. We're not a kitchen gadget kind of couple, not really. So, but the rice cooker is a gadget that we do have, and makes it
a couple times a week.
Yeah, it makes it so simple. Not just for rice, but also for steaming potatoes and I don't know what else. I don't know. Different stuff.
So this is only like a cup of rice that we cooked. So we didn't make a lot because you had the vegetables in here too.
That's right.
So this is just my preference. I like to put a little bit of fish sauce in here. Don't put a lot.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot.
Yeah, it's
otherwise
pretty salty.
Yeah.
This,
And a little fish sauce. While he's letting this cook up, gang, I'm going to also talk about the fact that we have lambs. We used to raise lambs and provide lamb.
that's exactly 2 tablespoons of soy sauce.
Yeah, exactly.
And I guess I like my stuff sour, so I always like to put a little rice wine vinegar in mine.
I've
But
determined that Brian likes everything
purely
sour.
optional.
Hi, Jeff Langdon. Oh my goodness, good to see that you're watching. Kathy Moretto. Hello, Kathy. Kathy's watching. Matthew Anderson. Y'all, we are making pork fried rice. It's looking pretty good.
Oh, Matthew made that. He smoked that hog jowl.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that looked really good. I mean, it looked just like bacon. It really turned out good.
It's
Wish
good,
I got to try
isn't
some.
it, Matthew? I know, it's yummy stuff. It's yummy stuff. So it's looking good there, Brian. Looking really good. Mike and Betty Gill are watching. Hey, y'all.
So really, just our last step is we have 2 eggs here that we've just mixed up,
Sort of, yeah.
and we just put it right in the pan. Of course, that's optional too.
Looking yummy. Mike and Betty said I cooked that at Dollywood. Yeah. So Mike and Betty Gill, they worked with Brian and I at Dollywood, and yeah, Mike did a lot of cooking out during the festival time. This is the festival time at Dollywood, so yeah, and it smells so good. So he's letting that cook up. And as I was saying, we are now raising some lamb, and we will have lamb available at the end of November. If you are a lamb fan, we've had several people ask for us to bring that back, so we're trying it again. If there is a particular cut that you prefer of lamb, let us know, and we will, you can message us, let us know what you prefer, and we'll make sure that we have that. So again, we will start having lamb available in November, right?
Yep.
The end of November. All right, so is it ready already?
It's ready already.
It's ready already. So he's
You
going
didn't go through all your notes, did you?
I know. So I'm going to let you put that in a bowl so everyone can see what we've got. Actually, you'll be surprised to know that I think I did cover everything that I want to talk about.
All right.
Oh, it looks really good. All right, so y'all, there we go. Pork fried rice. So we used our pork stir fry strips, and we put in there some broccoli and carrots and celery and onions and garlic and mushrooms. Cooked all that together, added some rice that we had prepared beforehand, and let it cool down so that it wouldn't be all sticky together. Cooked that together a little bit, and then added some egg, and so that's it. And I mean, that's really that's a quick and simple recipe that you can do on a weeknight. I mean, that's really easy. Super easy if you have a rice cooker. It makes it that much easier. So that's what's for dinner at Dudash Farms. And like I was saying, all of these recipes are in our newsletter, so make sure you subscribe to that. I don't send out a lot of needless emails. We usually just send out one newsletter a month with all of our recipes, and if you are just joining us, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's just Dudash Farms. All of our What's for Dinner at Dudash Farms lives are there, and all of the recipes are there. So if you are just desperate for something to watch, you can watch us prepare dinners on What's for Dinner at Dudash Farms. So I think someone told me that she actually binge watched a few, right? So yeah. So I think that's it, isn't it, Brian?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, one other note. We actually have some standing rib roasts now.
That's right.
They cut them in half, so they're like in the 6-pound range. but we actually will be picking up this week, and they should be an entire one, so it'd be in the 12 to 14 pound range. So holidays are around the corner, so something to think about.
Yeah. And anything else that we get special requests for that?
We'll have some whole tenderloins.
Whole tenderloins. That's something else.
So we'll have
that
a few of those
people...
available also.
Yeah. All right. Y'all have a great week. We will be back next week for some more What's for Dinner at Dudash Farms. Oh, and mark your calendar to join us on Halloween, because we are going to have, every year, Brian and I do a pumpkin carving contest just between the two of us. He does one and I do one. And we're going to let you guys vote on which one you like the best. We're not going to tell you whose is whose. You get to choose. And we'll see who wins. So I think I've won. Well, you won I won for 2 years in a row. He won last year. So...
Not that we're competitive.
Not that we're competitive or anything. Actually, we are very competitive. But you guys, thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you next week. Thanks. Have a great week. Bye.